Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Let's get to the news. As the NFL offseason progresses and the Cleveland Browns gear up for what promises to be an intriguing season, the quarterback situation is undoubtedly one of the hottest topics among fans, analysts, and insiders alike. This isn't just about who will be under center, it's about the future of the franchise, the direction they're headed, and whether Cleveland can finally find that elusive stability at the most crucial position in football. Fans have been waiting for a definitive answer, but as we all know, the NFL rarely gives straightforward answers in the offseason, especially when it comes to quarterback battles. Right now, the Browns are sitting in a pretty unique spot. They have a variety of options at quarterback, each with their own story, potential, and uncertainties. It's a situation that has sparked a lot of debate. On one side, you have the veteran Joe Flacco, a quarterback with a wealth of experience, a Super Bowl win, and the ability to come in and stabilize the position if needed. Flacco's presence provides some comfort, especially for a team that's been searching for consistency at the most demanding position on the field. But on the other side, there's Kenny Pickett, the young quarterback who was drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers and then traded to the Browns in a move that surprised many. Pickett's journey to Cleveland has been anything but straightforward. When the Browns acquired him, most fans and analysts assumed that he would start out as a backup or third-string quarterback, given that he was still relatively unproven in the NFL and had struggled at times during his stint with the Steelers. His tenure in Pittsburgh was marred by offensive line issues, limited offensive weapons, and questionable play calling that didn't do him any favors. Now, with the Browns, there's a growing sense that he might have a shot at competing for the starting role, especially if he can show growth and promise during training camp and preseason. Speaking of predictions, Tony Rizzo from ESPN Cleveland recently made some interesting comments on The Really Big Show, suggesting that Kenny Pickett might be the favorite to start in Week 1. Rizzo emphasized that most people in the league still see Pickett as the frontrunner, especially when compared to other contenders like Flacco or SHEDEUR Sanders, who's considered a long shot at this point. Rizzo's take is that the competition is still open, but the momentum seems to favor Pickett, largely because of his youth, potential, and the fact that the Browns' coaching staff is likely looking for a player they can develop long-term. It's worth noting that this isn't just speculation. Kevin Stefanski, the head coach, and Andrew Berry, the general manager, have both been vocal about their belief in Pickett's talent and his untapped potential. They have spoken highly of him in interviews and seem to see him as a player with a lot of room for growth. But as with many young quarterbacks, the challenge is consistency. Pickett has yet to truly demonstrate that he can be the reliable leader that a team needs to contend for a championship. His performance in Pittsburgh was hampered by a lack of offensive support, and the questions about his decision-making and accuracy still linger. Now, let's take a moment to analyze what this means for the Browns. Cleveland's quarterback situation is always under a microscope, but this year, more than ever, it feels like a pivotal point. The team has been building a solid roster, talented receivers, a strong defense, and a coaching staff that's proven to be innovative and adaptable. The key missing piece has always been finding that franchise quarterback. Whether it's Pickett, Flacco, or someone else, the Browns are hoping to crack that code this season. But here's the thing, the quarterback battle isn't just about talent. It's about timing, confidence, and the right fit for Stefanski's system. Flacco, with his veteran presence and calm demeanor, could be the bridge quarterback to help the team navigate the early part of the season while Pickett or another young player develops. Yet, the Browns might also see an opportunity to give Pickett a real shot, especially if he impresses during camp, showing improved decision-making, accuracy, and leadership. This quarterback competition also has implications far beyond just Cleveland. The AFC North is one of the most competitive divisions in the NFL, with teams like the Baltimore Ravens, Cincinnati Bengals, and Pittsburgh Steelers all vying for supremacy. The Ravens, for instance, are still trying to figure out their quarterback situation after Lamar Jackson's injury-riddled 2022 season, and the Bengals have a clear star in Joe Burrow, but are always looking to build depth behind him. The Steelers, meanwhile, have their own young quarterback in Pickett, trying to make the leap to consistency. So the Browns' decision at quarterback could have ripple effects across the division, shaking up the power balance and setting the tone for the rest of the season. Looking further into the current roster and offseason moves, the Browns have invested heavily in their defense, with new additions in the secondary and the front seven, aiming to create a balanced team that can compete at a high level. The offensive line has been revamped to provide better protection, giving quarterbacks more time to execute plays. The receiving corps is loaded with talent, including Amari Cooper, one of the league's most reliable receivers, and a promising group of young pass catchers. The running game, traditionally a strength of Cleveland, remains formidable with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, adding to the team's offensive versatility. All of these pieces are designed to support whoever takes snaps under center, but the ultimate success depends heavily on that quarterback's ability to lead and make plays when it matters most. So, what should Browns fans be expecting as we move into training camp and preseason? Well, it's likely to be an intense competition, with the coaching staff giving everyone a fair shot, but subtly favoring players who show leadership, accuracy, and decision-making skills. The storylines will be endless. Will Pickett showcase enough growth to claim the job? Will Flacco's veteran savvy be enough to keep the team afloat if the young guns struggle? Could SHEDEUR Sanders, the highly touted rookie from Colorado, make a surprise push? Although Sanders is considered a long shot, the NFL has seen many rookies come out of nowhere and seize opportunities, so don't completely count out the possibility. One thing is clear: the Browns are in a crucial phase of their franchise development. They've shown resilience in recent years, bouncing back from adversity, and now they're looking to take that next step. The quarterback position is the final puzzle piece, and whichever player earns the starting role will carry the hopes and aspirations of thousands of fans into the season. It's a battle that's bound to be filled with drama, surprises, and intense competition. As fans, we have to stay tuned, keep the faith, and support our team through every twist and turn. Cleveland has one of the most passionate fan bases in the league, and the energy in the stadiums, the watch parties, and the social media feeds is truly unmatched. This season, the stakes are higher than ever, and the quest for that elusive Super Bowl appearance continues. The Browns are building something special, and the quarterback competition is just one chapter of that story. Whether it's Pickett, Flacco, or a surprise rookie stepping up, the future looks bright for Cleveland football. Looking ahead, there are some key moments to watch. The next few weeks of training camp will be critical, as players get familiar with new schemes, build chemistry, and prove their readiness to lead. Preseason games will be the first real test, where we'll see who has the edge and who might be on the bubble. And of course, the regular season will be the ultimate judge of who truly deserves that #1 spot under center. For Browns fans, every play, every drive, and every game will be filled with hope and anticipation, because this team has the talent, the coaching, and the passion to do something special. The history of the Cleveland Browns is filled with moments of greatness, perseverance, and turning setbacks into comebacks. This franchise has a rich tradition of resilient players and passionate fans who never give up. That spirit is alive and well, fueling the team as they chase their next Super Bowl dream. The quarterback battle is just one part of a much larger story, a story about a team that refuses to settle, that keeps fighting, and that dreams of reaching the pinnacle once again. And as we wrap up, I want to remind you that the NFL offseason is always full of surprises. The Browns might still make some moves, draft a player, or sign a free agent who could change the landscape entirely. So stay tuned, because the story is far from over. The anticipation is building, and Cleveland fans are ready for whatever comes next. Remember, no matter how the competition unfolds, the heart and soul of the Browns are in the fans. We're the backbone of this team, supporting through thick and thin, celebrating the victories and standing tall in the face of setbacks. The upcoming season promises excitement, drama, and hopefully, a lot of winning. So keep that passion burning bright and get ready for a roller coaster ride. Cleveland Browns football isn't just a game, it's a way of life, a tradition, and a family. And this year, we're all in it together. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Cleveland Browns news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Now let's talk about the future. There's no denying that the Browns are in a critical phase. The quarterback position is often the difference between a playoff run and an early exit, and Cleveland's front office knows that better than anyone. The team has been patient, making smart moves in the draft and free agency, building a roster that can compete with anyone in the league. But all of that effort could be for nothing if they don't find the right guy to lead the offense. The NFL is a league that's constantly evolving, and this offseason has shown us how quickly things can change. A player who is overlooked today can become a star tomorrow. The Browns are well aware of that, and they're giving their young quarterbacks every chance to shine. Whether it's Kenny Pickett or someone else, the hope is that Cleveland's new quarterback can be the franchise signal caller who brings stability and success to the team. In recent years, Cleveland has been defined by resilience. From the heartbreak of losing playoff games in heartbreaking fashion to overcoming injuries and roster upheavals, the Browns have shown that they never give up. The city's passionate fan base, known for their unwavering support, continues to rally behind the team, believing that brighter days are ahead. The quarterback battle might be the most talked about storyline, but it's just part of a much larger narrative of perseverance and hope. Looking back at the history of the franchise, we see a team that's always been about fighting against the odds. From their humble beginnings to iconic moments in the 1980s and the recent resurgence under Kevin Stefanski, the Browns are a franchise that's built on grit and determination. The fans have endured tough seasons, but they've also celebrated glorious victories, including their last playoff appearance and the famous dog pound spirit that energizes the stadiums. That relentless spirit is what makes Cleveland football so special, and it's what keeps us all glued to every game, every drive, and every play. And this season, it feels like the stars are aligning for something bigger. The quarterback competition is heating up, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Each player involved is aware of the importance of this moment. It's about more than just winning a few games. It's about laying the foundation for a team that can contend for years to come. The NFL is a league where the difference between victory and defeat often boils down to that one decisive play, that one leadership moment, or that one game-changing drive. As Browns fans, we have every reason to be optimistic. The roster is deep, the coaching staff is experienced, and the culture is one of resilience. All that's missing is that perfect quarterback, someone who can elevate the team, make the tough throws, and lead with confidence. Whether it's Kenny Pickett, Flacco, or a surprise rookie, the upcoming weeks will be crucial in determining who gets that opportunity. And no matter what happens, one thing is certain. Cleveland is ready to fight for every inch, for every yard, and for every victory that will bring us closer to that Super Bowl dream. In conclusion, the quarterback battle is more than just a competition. It's a symbol of Cleveland's relentless pursuit of excellence. It's about the hope that this team can finally put all the pieces together and make a deep playoff run, maybe even reach that promised land once again. The journey might be filled with twists and turns, but the passion of the Browns faithful will never waver. We believe in this team, in this city, and in the relentless spirit that defines Cleveland football. So stay tuned, stay loud, and stay proud, because this season has the potential to be one for the history books. The Browns are on the rise, and the best is yet to come. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news.